Smith, man, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
How's it feel to hear your bodies at work get some airwave time there?
Hey, man, it's dope, man. Shout out to Avery Harden and shout out to Darius James, man. Those are good guys right there.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Avery, man. Actually, we're gonna be I'm gonna be heading over to tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. The above the multiverse.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get featured. Him and Dree. They want me on. I was like, you know what? Like, let's go. Let's run it. You want me on? So I'm crushing some shows lately. So that's one of them that it's on the list. So I'm looking forward to that. So
are you talking about their podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a guest on their show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Like, you know, I'm gonna sneak in a couple little funny questions in there, relate like rap to superheroes, like
right.
type thing. So.
Hey, Dree, if you're listening, I need my invite, man.
Damn, calling him out like that.
I'm just playing.
No,
Dree.
we all good.
Dree's the homie.
Yeah, Dree is the homie. Avery's the homie too. Well, shout out to you. I wouldn't know them without you. I wouldn't know a lot of people without you, you know? And a lot of, you listeners out there, Smith here, he's a really big contributing factor to these Hot 16s festivals that we talk about and that you see on our other pages. Like, a lot of the artists that I've been able to book, a lot of the connections that we got came from this man. So, make sure you give your flowers when they're due. We got him out here on the show, and, it's an honor to have him out here. But, we're going to dive back in here, He's an audio engineer. He used to be a rapper, he's a man of many talents, too. And you're a big sports fan, too. We both got Warriors fans in the house here.
Warriors. Let's go Warriors, man. Hey, we got Chris Paul, man.
Dude, I got Chris Paul on the fantasy team this year.
Hey, man. The game's going on right now, actually. But, hey, Chris Paul's looking good, man. He's looking good on the team.
Haters, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, he's washed.
I can't lie, though. I was definitely a Chris Paul hater, but, hey, seeing him on the team.
Good.
It's good.
Hey, but you know what? Even like right now, his role is a technical challenge, right? Being a veteran in the league and stuff like that. The role of an audio engineer often involves dealing with technical challenges. Can you share a memorable story about overcoming a particular complex or unexpected issue while working on a project?
Oh, man.
Like how Chris Paul had to overcome being the old guy. He's year 19?
Yeah, he's year 19.
Year 19. He's never won an NBA championship. He's never really had any luck in the playoffs. Well, he hasn't really had too many luck with franchises. But what's been a moment, where you couldn't overcome that?
Man, I think the biggest one I had to overcome was I was using a DAW, a program called Adobe Audition, and that's what I mixed all my music on for years, my whole career. And when I got connected with Knox, I basically had to audition in a way. Like, my interview process was mixing a song. And he sent me a Pro Tools session. And I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, I've never used Pro Tools before, but I'm going to figure it out. So when I mixed that song for the interview, man, I was up all night just looking at YouTube tutorials on how to route this thing to that thing, and just like, why am I not hearing anything in my outputs? Like, that was crazy. I think that was probably the hardest challenge I had to overcome in my career in terms of like technical, because that's like, man, I mean, that was me, probably like 8 or 9 years on one program, and then having to
all of a sudden you got this job interview pretty much, and you're literally having to
completely learn something new.
In 12 hours, then you already have a deadline with this Knox project from just a sample or whatever it was. What was it you were working on?
It was just like a sample song.
Some random thing that he would send out that he had like a pre-worked thing that he had like messed up or something kind of.
Yeah, or not even necessarily that. It was just a song that he was like, okay, I'm looking for an assistant. Now who can mix the best? So he sent it out to a couple people, and we all sent in our submissions. But I submitted mine, and I guess I had the best one. I don't know.
Well, even with that, man, being an audio engineer, it involves both art and science. How do you strike a balance between the technical aspects of sound production and the creative elements that make music unique?
Damn, you got some good questions today, man. Okay, let's see.
I told you, compared to the last time I had you on my other show, we're coming more clean, more organized. Like, we want to know. We want the Angelinos here to know. And all your people too. You told me you got listeners out tonight. Shout out if they are out in Texas.
Yeah, Texas. We got everyone.
Yeah,
man.
we got this. We got a good. So all y'all people listening that are supporting Smith, whether it be Texas, the East Coast, Florida, you name it. Thank you for tuning in. You people make this show happen.
Yes, sir.
But let's get back into that question, my guy.
I forgot the question. Can you tell me the question one more time?
No, you're good. Being an audio engineer, like I said, it involves both art and science. How do you strike a balance between the technical aspects of sound production and the creative elements that make music unique?
Honestly, bro, like it's gonna sound pretty simple, but it's just just use your ear, use what you think sounds good, and just like obviously there are the scientific ways to mix, and like the snare is usually as loud as the vocal.
What's the main thing that every engineer needs to know? The main thing.
Well, just for my advice.
No, yeah, just coming from you. That just to make the to put them on pace. Wouldn't say to put them on pace. What's the one thing every audio engineer needs to know when it comes to making a clean sounding track?
Honestly, just go off first instinct.
Gut.
Yeah, just go off your gut.
Because if you kind of push it and do too much with it, and you keep changing stuff, and then you try to remember, I want to try and make it sound like I did over there, but then you can never match it back to what it was.
I've actually had to, and I've actually been doing that recently because I've had some pretty good opportunities come up, and I can't talk too much about it right now, but when these, I kind of got in my head about it, and I was kind of spending 2 days on these mixes, and I just was like, okay, what am I doing? I'm not even following my own rule right now, where it's just okay. So I actually ditched the mix that I was working on for 2 days, re-imported all the stems, and I just restarted from scratch, and I just completely went off my first
instinct.
It's okay, snare's too loud, turn that down. Snare needs to be side chain to this.
And what are some of the key elements too? Is it when you're mixing these, obviously you're getting stems from producers with different beats and sounds, you're getting audio stems, layers, background vocals, all that. You have to go through each one of these very particularly, right?
Yeah, each one. And sometimes it could be 4 or 5, or sometimes it could be almost 100. So
how long does it typically take to engineer a track? One track?
It depends on the record, but if it's a
just
record,
a hip hop record, a 2.5 minute hip hop record, 2 artists.
Okay, I'll use Locke as an example. So Locksmith, honestly, when he sends me sessions, they're already pretty much recorded good. They're beat stems are there, everything's ready to go. That will take me maybe 4 hours. So yeah, I'll probably say 4 hours, but then it takes a day or two to go over the revisions and let it sit and let it breathe and all that. But yeah.
Okay, definitely, for sure. So, with that, the music industry has experienced significant shifts in recent years, from streaming to live performances. How do these changes impact the role of an audio engineer, and how have you adapted to these shifts in the industry?
Honestly, man, it's just I don't know. I don't even really know how to answer that.
How do you adapt?
How do I adapt to
the shifts in this industry, the digital, the AI, there's more and more audio engineers now than there ever was. There's more producers than there ever was.
Yeah.
You're seeing a new influx of people come into this industry.
Honestly, bro, you just gotta, you gotta be you. You gotta build your own sound. That's number one. It's once you've been doing it for so long, you'll start branding your own sound. I feel like I've had people they'll tell me and be like, oh, I know you mixed this song because it's your sound. So it just in terms of staying up to date with everything, you just gotta. I don't know. You just gotta stay up to date. You gotta listen to what's hot right now, and even if you don't like it, I've had so many conversations with people where it's oh, I don't listen to mumble rap, but it's what's mumble rap? Mumble rap doesn't exist. I mean, it's a style of rap, sure, but it's
it's not a genre.
It's not a genre. It's just it's a vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're getting these type of rappers in there, you got to know how to. If they ask you, oh, I want this to sound like that song, you gotta figure out how to do that. So my job as an engineer is to stay up to date with everything.
Yeah, and being up to date is super important too, because if you're not really in the now, how are you supposed to know what is hot? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to not only make the artist happy, you have to make the consumer happy, because you're also on that body of work.
Exactly.
And have you got what's been a time too where you've had has there ever been a negative response to your work? Say you put 8 hours into working on a track for one of these artists, and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
What is this?
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often, but you know, it has happened. And it does happen, and that's just part of the job. I mean, not every engineer is meant to mix every song. You know, I've had songs where people, you know, where people will send to me, and I will try my best. But at the end of the day, I'll tell them like, hey, I don't think I'm the right engineer for this record.
for your sound.
Yeah.
And is that common?
It's not common, because I feel like I got pretty good at, because now like I really like to listen to the demos before I, you know, mix the record to see if that's something that I, you know, if it fits my, you know, type of sound. But yeah, I mean, I've had records where I poured my heart and soul into it, and I will send it back to an artist, and they're like, yo, this ain't, you know, this is not what I'm looking for. And it stings, but again, you know, like how I was telling you earlier about taking the ego out of it, you gotta take the ego out of it, because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's what the artist wants.
Yeah, no, and it's always what the artist wants, you know, too. And like, for instance, like Los Angeles is known for its diverse music scene. Like, can you share your perspective on how the city's musical diversity has influenced your approach to audio engineering?
Yeah, and you know what, I think I kind of tie it back into the
to the hop.
Well, no, just tying it back into staying up to date, right? So the scene that are coming out, you know, everyone coming out now, you know, it's new in I don't know, like the vibes, you know, you just gotta
catch a vibe.
Yeah, you just gotta catch a vibe, man.
Gotta catch a vibe. And with the vibes here in LA, man, have you traveled at all, or have you seen any other hip hop scenes in the United States? Could you compare a hip hop scene, or does LA set themselves apart? Like,
I mean, LA, you know, LA will always be one of my favorite, you know, hip hop scenes. It's just, you know, just Cali in general, man. I mean, you got the Bay, you got, you know, LA, you got San Diego, bro, everywhere, bro, all of Cali. But you know, I don't really try to compare, because music is so so big, you know. It's like I love all types of music, and so yeah, I can't really compare scenes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, that's good though. You try to stay humble on
but
that.
I do like each vibe each scene has. Like if I feel like, you know, getting a little hyphy, you know, I'll listen to Pilo, I'll listen, you know, to the Bay.
Yeah,
but you know, if I'm looking for like some gritty, like, you know, like you know, like
Danny Brown.
Yeah, like, you know, like you know, like some stank face, like, you know, like hip hop. You know,
I put on some bad Dre.
Yeah, like, you know, like, you know, and then you know, just like underground hip hop in LA. Yeah, man, music's everywhere.
Right now, who are some of your favorite underground rappers that really aren't on the map? Like, we'll stay away from the Chris Webbys and the Locksmiths. Who are some new underground guys that people need to really be on the lookout for that you're working with? Not say not 5, say 3. Let's do 3.
3. Oh man, you put me on the spot. Let me think. Who I'm working with, or just like
yeah, just in general, just some cats that you see that are coming up. You know, they might not have the big IG following or the big streaming presence, but it's there. It's about to pop. Who in your eyes that you're working with are going to be some of those Chris Webbys, or maybe some of those Locksmiths or Pilos or La Russells, Atmosphere, Token, you know, like who is that next good group core of people, you know?
Okay, I got you. Hold on, I'm pulling up my Spotify
right now. Because, you know, they're going to be here, but they ain't going to be here forever.
Yeah,
you know?
No, that's facts. Underground hip-hop, man.
I know Token definitely is one of them, because he's only like, what, 24? 22, 24?
Yeah, let me see. You know what's crazy? I don't listen to like a crazy amount of You know what's weird? My music taste is like really interesting right now. I'm listening to like
Well, you listen to like Creed and Nickelback?
Honestly, I've been listening to a lot of rock. I've been listening to a lot of who else have I been listening to? Listen Amine. Who else? Doja Cat, bro. Doja Cat, that new album is fire, bro.
Oh, bars or what?
Bro, just like just the vibe. Yeah. Michael Jackson. I mean, he's not new, but I've been going back and listening to some old Michael Jackson.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yo.
And a lot of movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
You know, I've been pulling a lot of inspiration.
Like that Black Panther, like Kendrick Lamar.
Not even. I'm talking like original Spider-Man 2004. You know,
Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah, like Spider-Man 2, Dark Knight.
Damn, bro, you might as well just go get the Dirty Harry soundtrack with Clint Eastwood.
Bro, yeah, I love movie soundtracks. I pull a lot of inspiration from that.
Yeah, and also too, man. You know, like it's really great to have you out here. You know, it's been a great episode. You know, we're kind of wrapping up here on time. We got a few more minutes here, a couple more questions for you. And, you know, thank you, man, you know, for coming on out here. And, you know, if you guys out there, any hip-hop artists or anyone that's looking for, you know, any kind of audio engineering, you know, little even probably give a little feedback, you know,
Yeah.
he'll do his thing, you know, but, you know, make sure you find him. Well, what's your socials if you want to drop the Instagram so, you know, they know where to find you at?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone can find me at I am Smith. That's I am 5MITH. You can find me everywhere. I try to keep all my handles the same.
Yeah,
so.
I got really lucky. I was actually talking to yesterday at the Bars on Wheels competition. I was waiting and I was talking to someone about that. We're like, oh, is all your socials like the same across the board? Like everyone, I was like, I don't know. It was a conversation I had, but I got lucky. Everything, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. It's all HOT_16S. But now I got the LA Lifestyle one, which is L_A_lifestyle. Right. I haven't made any other socials yet, so we'll see. But hopefully, you know, knock on wood, fingers crossed, you know, it just makes it easy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you don't have to do too many extra, like, marketing tactics or, like, do a bunch of extra stuff, like, on your marketing and stuff like that, you know. So, like, it's, I don't know. It's just, let's make it easy for ourselves, you know. But, you know, one question I do want to ask you, man, you're an audio engineer. You say you've been doing this 12 years. And I've met a lot of people that are trying to get into this. Ooh, wow. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Sunday. Got newborn babies. Been keeping me up here. Ooh.
Oh, congrats, by the way.
Yeah, big yawns, but we're here. Last question I got for you, my guy. For aspiring audio engineers, what advice would you offer for breaking into the industry and honing in their craft, especially in a competitive city like LA?
That's a good question.
Three tips.
Three tips?
Yeah.
Number one, throw that ego out.
Yeah.
Throw that ego out, because I'll tell you, I've seen so many people mess up on great opportunities because they just had an ego and they wouldn't work for free, or they wouldn't go, you know, run and get coffee or do what you have to.
You have to put in work.
You have to put in the work, but you have to be you have to be like just that guy. That no one wants to be that guy who takes out the trash and, you know, goes on food runs and get, you know, Starbucks orders, and you have to be that guy.
Yeah.
That's how I got all my opportunities, bro. Me flying out. So I flew out to meet Knox. He didn't even know that I was flying out. I mean, he knew I was flying out, but I told him I was on a family vacation, and he was like, oh yeah, man, just, you know, come by.
Where was this at? Where'd you fly to?
So he lives in New Hampshire. So I spent everything I had, got a ticket, because I'm like, okay, I got to meet this dude in person. So I told him I was going on a family vacation. I went out there. I rented a U-Haul, stayed in some dude's attic. Like, it was crazy. And I flew out. I drove this giant U-Haul to his crib because since I'm under 25, I can't rent a car.
Yeah, U-Haul.
So U-Haul was a great loophole for that. And I drove to his crib, and, you know, we were chopping it up, and I was talking to him, and he was like, oh, you know, so where's your family staying? I was like, well, actually, I just came out here to meet you. And he was like, what? You came all the way out here to meet me? And that's kind of how we kind of clicked like that. And
you told him you were going on a family trip to New Hampshire.
Because I didn't know if it was going to be weird if I told him, like, oh, yo, I'm just going to fly out to meet you, bro. Like, I don't know. I thought that was weird. But, you know,
How old were you at the time?
Oh, this was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, and ever since then, we've been rocking. But that's really like...
So you slept in an attic, but you wouldn't sleep in the U-Haul van?
No, so it wasn't a U-Haul van. It was a pickup truck. It was one of like those but it's so long, bro. It's like it's crazy. But
number two,
man, practice. Get as many reps as you can. You gotta make sure that just get your reps in. Work on songs for free, kind of like working for free. You're gonna do a lot of working for free. Yeah. So what I did was I would work for free for somebody, and then I would, you know, build from there. It would snowball. So the first mix I ever did was for free. Then I started charging $15, and then the next biggest person I would work with, I would do that for free. And then once I have that credit, then I would charge more. Then I'm charging $25, and then $50. Then, you know, it just snowballs.
Get an accolade of work to show for your value.
Exactly. Because in this industry, man, like, It's unfortunate, but a lot of people don't care about talent. Like, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I see that every day.
Because there's a lot of talent out there.
I
But
saw it yesterday at the Bars on Wheels. Like, there was a lot of people there that you would think the talent is what they want, but people are so specific with what they want, and it's for a reason.
It's all about accolades, man.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's not really accolades. It's just how you really present yourself, because you got to really be able to set yourself apart in a certain circumstance or a certain demeanor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta carry yourself different.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be him. You have to be
Neutron.
confident. Him Neutron, man. You gotta.
Right. You gotta be him Neutron.
But other than that, that's number 2. But number 3, just go out and network, man. Just go out and network. Go to random shows, even if you think it's gonna be whack. Just go out.
I met you. I was
about to say, yeah.
I would have never expected. Well, first off, anybody really to come up to us, but. I met you at an art gallery in Fullerton.
Yeah, we did meet at an art gallery. That's crazy, right?
An art gallery with hip hop open mic. Like, who would have thought that was like?
And look, a year and a half later, we're here.
Yeah, at a radio show. Doing our thing, and we're just leveling up. You got tracks with Bia, Locke.
Yeah,
we're doing the thing. We just got to stay active. And Smith, it's been quite an interesting evening tonight, man. It's been fun. Thank you for coming out. And do you have any last words of any wisdom or any type of encouragement out here for the LA lifestyle audience?
Honestly, man, just keep your head up, keep grinding. It's tough, especially right now, but just keep your head up, keep grinding, and just keep envisioning that goal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keep envisioning that goal, and man.
Yeah, dope, bro. And is there any other projects or any thing that you want to promote right now? Any other bodies of work that anybody could check out? I know that new Bia album. You guys got about 4 or 5 tracks with Knox on there. Are there any other albums anyone can check out?
Albums, not right now, but we got singles from Locke. He just dropped one with Cyrock. Another joint with Ransom. New Chris Webby featured Busta Rhymes right now. Other than that, I mean. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And we'll also, we'll be sharing when we can, we'll be sharing Smith's content. He's always posting. He's pretty active on the socials. And if you want to repeat your Instagram just one more time for everybody, if they're just tuning in.
For sure, yeah. My Instagram is IamSmith, and that's IM5MITH.
And, you heard him here, guys. This is your host, PBP. Our social media is L_A_lifestyle on Instagram. The PBP is going to be painting _bigger_pictures. And, of course, our sister company, Hot 16s, HOT_16S, guys.